Good morning, everybody. It's Joel, JARC02. And yesterday I got a bunch of jammers cases in, these creative options cases. I found some on sale, and I got a dozen of them, 8 for me and 4 for 2 other people at my club, 2 apiece for them. Anyway, I spent yesterday afternoon after I got these in putting loose cars in the cases and rearranging some of the cars that were in other cases just because they were in the wrong case, and I wanted to organize my cases a certain way. I don't really organize them by alphabetically by model. So what I do is I have, well, first of all the cases I have down here, these are all full, okay? I also put on these new labels, or I made new labels and I taped them on. Okay, so I have Hot Wheels. This is my Hot Wheels side of the garage, so these are all going to be Hot Wheels, so it'd be superfluous to keep saying Hot Wheels for each one. But, you know, obviously this is Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, Plymouth. I have 55 to 57 Chevy and Nomads, GM Other, which includes Cadillac, Buick, Olds, and Pontiac cars. And down here, Chevy trucks, Hot Wheels Chevy Other, meaning Novas, the Chevy SS, the Impalas, Hot Wheels Corvettes, Chevelle, and Elky, El Caminos, abbreviation. Other and Fantasy, right there. Here I have my European cars, you know, British, Italian, German, Hot Wheels NASCAR. And here I also have, I can't read that because I'm down on my knees and it's in the corner. Other and Fantasy again. I have Hot Wheels Camaro, and I have a ton of Camaro, so I actually still need cases. And 2 for Hot Wheels Ford. And again, these are all full cases down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cases filled. And then up here, these cases I still have room. So here's a 3rd Ford case. Here's one with just VWs, regardless whether it's a VW bus, a bug, whatever the case is. Hot NASCAR and Racing Other, meaning I put in you know, the fuel altereds, funny cars, like the Hot Wheels 500, the open wheel racing, the pass and gasser, stuff like that. Okay, at least an example of each, because some of those are like Fords or something like that, and I will keep examples with the Fords. Here's a case for the European, Italian, English, German cars. Just because there's so many VWs, they get their own. Here's one just for JDM, which I really need it because they're producing so much. And I already got a case and a half filled up. This whole side's filled. And then this side. Hot Wheels Other. This is going to be kind of fantasy, but cars that could also be real. That's a Color Changers. And I only have 2 open slots in here. So I'll need a case for Fantasy and Other. Here's a case for Hot Wheels Corvettes. And I'll need another case for that because I only got 6 open slots. Here's more Fantasy. I'm going to have to distinguish between Hot Wheels Other and then Fantasy, because Other could also be cars like the Peterbilt tank truck, where it's just really not enough to fill up the whole case. And the Stutz Black Hawk was an actually produced car, but wasn't, like a mass-produced car. So here's Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, and AMC. They don't have enough AMCs. And I keep that with the Chrysler products because Chrysler bought Jeep from AMC. And back in the early 70s, AMC was actually buying transmissions from Chrysler. Well, they think they were also buying air conditioning units from Ford. So I'm keeping AMC with Jeep Chrysler. And they don't really have a lot, so I just got them down there. And I have that doubled up just because it's the same car. So here's more Hot Wheels Chevy trucks. I'm doing okay here. Hot Wheels Chevelle and Elky. Again, Elky's El Camino. I'm going to need another case for that soon because they produce so many. Hot Wheels Chevy Other. Again, I'm okay here. I got just a little more than half a case. And here's 55 to 57 Chevys and Gassers. I'm going to need another case for this. So far I'm up to 4 cases. And here's GM Other, Pontiac, Buick, and Cadillac. I'm okay here. You could probably store the funny cars with the Racing Other, but it's definite product make, so I'm keeping it with this. And this one here, I'm doing really good. I don't know if it deserves its own case or not. Again, this is just taped on, so I could always remove it and use the case for something else. But this is gasoline promo cars, like for Gulf and Getty and Shell, in case I get any more of those. So that's this side for Hot Wheels. This side, I only needed one extra case for cars that didn't have room for, and that was a new Ford case. So I'm good here for Fords. I was able to make a whole case for just Matchbox JDM. All right. So we'll start with the back here because all the front cases, which there's 7, I have room to store stuff, but all the ones in the back against the wall are filled. So up there we have die-cast other brands. So that would be Maisto, M2s, no-name brands, stuff like that. Here's Matchbox Other. And this will be like fantasy castings for Matchbox. Okay. So if you can see there. Here's Johnny Lightning, AMC, and other brands. Here's Matchbox Ford. That case is filled. That was the reason why I have another case. MBX, Matchbox European cars. So Italian, German, and English cars. And I also put in Holden, which is Australian, in that case. They just don't have a lot of Australian cars to make up a whole case. VWs, that case is filled. Matchbox does a lot of VWs. Johnny Lightning Chevrolet. So I just have a case of Chevrolet for Johnny Lightning. Here's my muscle machines. I do have 2 or 3 extra slots in there. Here's my Cadillac Olds and Buick for Matchbox. GMC too. These are GMC trucks, the top 3. Here's my 57 Chevy and Camaro for Matchbox, 55 Chevy and GMC trucks and vans. And here is Chrysler Dodge Jeep Willys, AMC, and fire engines. I could probably do an entire case of rescue vehicles, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, this case here is Corvettes for Matchbox. So they have a number of Corvettes. I have a third of the case left. Here is die-cast other brands. Only 5 slots left, so I need another case for that. So this is, M2, Ertl, Johnny Lightning. This is Johnny Lightning Chevrolet, GM and other makes. That one right there from the Surfing series, I think, is a fantasy car. Here is the Construction and Chevy Trucks and Vans. Chevy Trucks and Vans is filled up. I also got Hummer in there at the bottom. And Construction over here. I got 4 slots open before I need a new case. Ford, needed one for Ford. Again, that was the reason why I just have one case there. And this last one is Chevelle El Camino and Emergency Miscellaneous tow trucks. And then this stuff up here, this is stuff for selling for the club. That's like duplicates or stuff that I don't want anymore. And then some of it I'm selling for a friend of mine, so that's his stuff. Anyway, that's it for update on my loose collection. I did do a video on that case right there, which is also loose cars. Yeah, they can probably go into some jammers cases too, but I'm not ready to fuss with that now. So for the time being, I probably could use another half a dozen jammers cases. Any case, that's it. Please, if you have any comments, like, subscribe, share if you could, thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, upper left hand corner at the end of the video, you can subscribe. And please, I appreciate hearing your comments. Thank you. You all have a good day.